guys, this is Joel. You're watching my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. I got a fun request today. It was to react to the sound check for Megitsune from BABYMETAL at the Glastonbury Festival in 2019. I thought that might be something a little different, so I'm going to give it a go. We'll see what we think together. If you haven't watched any of my podcasts, my background is I'm an ex-Roadie, and I used to tour with bands like Guns N' Roses, Stone Temple Pilots, Poison, and the Cranberries. I wrote a book called Memoir of a Roadie. It was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios. It's done 3 million copies on Kindle, and it's been a lot of fun. I did recently start a Patreon. You can join for as little as $1, and you can tell me what you want me to react to, and maybe we could just chat music if you're up for it. Anyway, let's get into this sound check and see what we think of Megitsune.
夢に踊る今を生きるああそうよいつでも女は女優よ狐じゃない狐じゃない乙女だああ大和なでしく女は変わるの顔で笑って心で泣いてそうよねって涙は見せないの
サンキュー皆さん、じゃあこれでスタンバイします。ありがとうございます。圭介さん OK。
Okay. Why don't we stop for a sec? I'm going to tell you guys what the purpose of a sound check for. It might be obvious, but what you guys think is obvious is not always why we really do it. So the obvious one would be, well, we're going to check the levels and stuff so that when the band comes on, everything's set at where it should be to hopefully sound as good as you guys want it to. Another good reason for a sound check, and for example with the band Stone Temple Pilots, we only really did sound checks when it was for like a press engagement or somebody was in the audience. These guys had played the same songs for so many years together, I don't think they really needed to do it. And so we didn't really do sound checks. If we did, lo and behold, they'd play one of their big hits because that's what it was for. It was intended as maybe even like a mini show for a press-related audience or something like that. The text, it was probably beneficial. It'd give them a bit of time to tune some things into gear. And that's why we would do it. So that's another reason for him. Now, with Corey Glover from Living Color, when Corey Glover came on the podcast, I'll put the link right here if you want to listen to Corey. We talked a lot about Platoon. He was in the movie Platoon before Living Color. They do sound check every day, and they do it for as long as they possibly can. And it's because they're using that time to write and work on new material. It's got to be rough for roadies because that's more hours that we would have to work. But for them, it makes sense. It's time that they can spend together and not have to pay for studio time. They have to be there anyway. Maybe they like the setting. So what I'm getting at here is there's other reasons for a sound check than just checking out how it sounds to you guys. So the purpose of this one, I think, is probably a genuine sound check. They want to check the levels and stuff. All I've taken from it so far is she really has a fantastic voice. She's a very beautiful sound coming from her. The other stuff is just sound checky, whatever. I don't care. But it's nice to hear her vocals, isn't it? Hopefully that wasn't boring to you guys. But a little bit of background if you care. Wondering if they're going to do anything else. Guess we get to look at the beautiful sky. You know, I suppose for the audience too, it gives them a little bit of a little glimpse of what's going to come later. Maybe it's sort of exciting, but usually when we do a sound check, there's nobody yet in the building. So, or this is an outside venue, but. Oh, and they cut it. We waited for like, what, 30 seconds and heard nothing? And then they cut it when she sings again. You know, what's interesting is I thought the sound sounded okay in that. Yet one of the comments I've read a few times is at this festival, the sound sucked, is what you guys have said. The audience has told me. So anyway, there you go. A very random video. I hope you guys like it anyway. And if you have any other suggestions, as always, let me know. If you join the Patreon, I'll definitely check out your one. If not, it's not like I'm trying to push everybody there. But I'm getting so many comments, it's impossible for me to react to everything you guys want me to. So I'm trying to filter it as well as I can. But anyway, this is a good problem to have, and I appreciate it. So thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I now have a Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and even a Patreon. The Patreon you can join for as little as $1. The handle on all of them, it's of course, Joel Roadie. I'll see you guys on the next one.